Good morning everyone, welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 live stream. This morning we are on the Bahnstrecke Riesa to Dresden, which actually we were on only a couple of days ago on Train Sim Classic, obviously doing the full thing from Dresden to Leipzig, as that recently had the extension from Riesa to Leipzig. Maybe we'll see that on future on this one. But yeah, we're starting from Riesa, which is the northern point of the TSW route, and we're going to be heading down to Dresden. Anyway, let's see what we have got in the chat on this fairly early morning. We've got Quicko, Foxy, Mr. Adams, Gregory, Jody, Mr. Adams, Tanner, Ron, Stephen. How is everybody doing? Let's get the train set up. Set it on, set it forward, doors. Gonna get a lot of time on this one. No, we've only got 50 seconds. Also change the contrast, so you don't want it on that blooming bright. There we go. PZB and all of the scary stuff. CFA, PZB. Not really too sure what PZB bridging is. Don't usually turn it on. And yeah, that's what you get on this one. Yeah, it was back to normal now, isn't it, Mr. Adams? So back to the usual Tuesday morning stream. There it is. Look at that. So we got a 6-coach Talent 2. Obviously 2 units of 3. There's the PIS. Yeah, fair few. I don't know if this is supposed to scroll through. I feel like this is supposed to scroll through, but then it doesn't. Or maybe it does just stay like that. Don't know. Hello, Toby. How are you? Anyway, let's get the doors shut. It is a Globitz next. Shall we try Hardless? Let's have a look at the stations. After Causeway, Greater Boot Ost. Probably best to have it on, I'd say, for this one. I'm not too confident with this route, Hardless. Well, on the slow lines at least. Let's have a little look. Greater Boot Ost. Yeah, I can't remember the ones on here too well. But let's get going. Cool. Yeah, leaving Riesa. Do you know, in fact, we will do it. We're getting it off. We'll give it a go. The German routes are fairly easy, Hardless. So, just got to try and remember where Radebue Ost is. So you get, I think Ost is south, isn't it? So, I think I can picture it. We'll try our best. That's pretty much the only station where it's like, whereabouts is that? See that. Got 120. We'll give it a go, we'll give it a go. And let's get going. There's only one station, what's like, whereabouts is that? But once we get around the area, I probably recognise it. Yeah, I know the fast lines though. But then they are fairly easy, as you are near enough non-stop for most of the route. Yeah, it's quite a weird this is like the weird section of the route. It's 120 kilometers an hour, and it's near enough a straight line. And when you get to sort of the more wiggly bit, it's 140/160. It's yeah, the speeds on there are a bit weird. Also very flat, this sort of upper part of the route. Literally, once you get around this corner, it's straight all of the way down to Nunkrits. And Globitz. And Pristwitz, I think it is. We'll take it nice and steady. And after this we're going to be going over to Flight Sim. Don't know what flight we're going to be doing yet. It's about an hour long. We'll have to wait and see. See if that. Yeah, it's a weird slow part of the route. How was everyone this morning? Hopefully everyone's all well. Get the temperament on as well. That'll keep us at 115 by the looks of things. Cool. Yeah, it's weird how slow you go along this bit. You would think it would be like 160, but no. Right, I'll keep an eye out. This angle of it is just round here. You can see the village there. So the station, probably not too far around. But you can see Globbits there, the houses. This is like one of those less confident HUDless routes. We do it, challenging it. Here it is here. PIS spawned in first, or rendered in first. But it's a straight line all the way down. Hello David, how are you? Yeah, 6 coach Talent 2. It's a nice train, the Talent 2. It's actually on 3 routes. It's on Rapid Transit, Commercial Bahnstrecke, and well, on this, and technically 4 routes, as you also can get it on Dresden Chemnitz. Well, that's a layer or substitution over from this route. So technically not, but here we are. This is Globbits. Staggered, quite a cool little got the river going underneath. Or is it just a little... That's not a river, is it? Because there's no tunnel going underneath there. Well, it might be a river, but there's no tunnel going underneath. Unless it's split in half by the railway, I don't know. I'd imagine there probably is a little tunnel somewhere under there which takes it under. Maybe even under the surface of the water. Dresden, look at that. And yeah, it's Nunkritz next, I think. Which is, well, not that far. Yeah, 2.6 kilometres. That won't take 2 ticks. Right, let's get going. Let's watch it departing. Well, that'd be quite a cool shot, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Can you play this on PS5? You sure can. Off we go. But yeah, heading down to Dresden. It's a nice track. Let's get back in. But yeah, this route is part of the rush hour route. Then on Train Sim, it's the Bahnstrecke Dresden to Leipzig, as it got its extension back on Thursday. But yeah, it's an awesome route, very busy. Not as busy as the Brighton main line, but once you... I mean, it's still busy. Busier once you get more towards Dresden, though. You got the chemical plant, which you can see coming up, which sort of signifies we are coming up to Nunkritz. It's not far, so I'm going to keep an eye out for the dot matrix boards. Won't be too far along. Should be able to spot it in time. There. But yeah, how did everyone find Train Spotting Tuesday? Obviously the reboot. I don't know if we'll do it, and maybe it will be a one-off coming back. I don't know, but yeah, that was this morning. And here we are. This is Nunkritz. Here we are. And after this it's Pristwitz, I think. Hello Blue Button, how are you? Awesome, Mr. Adams. And here we are, this is Nuncritz. Or is there another one like Wisbowlen? Is there? Let's have a look. No, Bristolwitz next. James White Thursday to us. Fair enough, Ron, fair enough. Busy, I think it's an hourly service here. Yeah, looks like it's 12:55, 11:55. I know there's Wayne Bowler. It's after, it's, well, a few stations ahead. Oh, 11:57, that should be coming in. Should see that. Then Pristwich is off of the sort of combined fast and slow lines. That's when we sort of come off on our own line, 10 kilometres away. Let's get going. Ah, Stephen, sorry to hear, mate. I'm sure you'll be all good. And we're off. Yeah, I believe this board, this is called the Yebola, I think it's called, yeah, the Yebola. And that will come up with, you know, your sort of service plan, which is quite cool. Because here in the UK, you just get a bit of paper, you don't get a whole screen for it. But yeah, I think if you pop that in, you know, put your service number, and it will come up with, you know, the times you're supposed to arrive there, and you know, that sort of stuff. Yeah, that would come up on that screen there. It's quite handy if you're doing HUDless. Well, that's not in the game yet. That's good then, Blue Button. Well, I think it's in, what's it called? Zusi 3? I think it's got like Zusi 3. Which I think is like Aerosoft's train simulator. Obviously not as popular as these. There you go. Let's get a flyby shot. I don't think there's any warning boards. I'll say that, there'll probably be a warning board now. I think we'll be alright. There we go, you've got an abandoned station here as well. Which I'm guessing was probably the old Nuncritz station. And I suppose the town probably more developed up the other way, so they probably shut this one. That is later on. Yeah, later on. Yeah, this is a fairly easy part now. Just sit back and relax and do Seafer. Do a 3131 Blue Button. Nice early morning run to Seaford. Lovely. But yeah, Friday. Not too long now. 9 hours of the Brighton Main Line and East Coastway. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I believe Pristowitz is where the Grossenhain branch goes off. So it's a little bit way down. So you've got a warning here for a 120. Well, we're already at 120. So I think you get a little sort of sprint of 130 back there. No point speeding up though. So we're coming off here. So we say goodbye to the fast lines. As you can see, go off over there. But yeah, not too far to Pristowitz. The 3-on-3 is fantastic, it sure is. I'm pretty certain this is... Well, no, I believe at Pristowitz we'll get a 60 on the signal, as you sort of have to tuck into the station. So it should be fairly easy to locate. So we should see that at some point, which will be not too far now. Yeah, this was the second rush hour route to release. It was the first one being Boston Sprinter, then the Navica Dresden, and then my favourite, the Brighton Main Line. Leave the best until last. Awesome, Jody. It's going to be good. I think what, Mr. Adams and Stephen joining us as well. Yeah, if anyone does want to join along on Friday, feel free to. It is 9 hours of training. I mean, you don't have to do the whole 9 hours, but yeah, feel free to join along. This is Bristowitz coming up now. So you've got the 60 on the signal there. You'll get the Grossenhain branch starting to. I think you can see the wires actually over there. Yeah, there's the Grossenhain branch coming up. So this is Bristowitz, or Priestwitz, however you say it. It's 60 for going across these points, and that's all the magic of German signals. They actually tell you what speed to go across points, and I know they're just great. They bring you sort of the speed down without you actually having to remember. Whereas on British routes, it's sort of just off memory what the point speed is. There's a 60 coming into effect. Yeah, there's the Grossenhain branch. It only goes, I think it's about 4 or 5 kilometres off to, well, Grossenhain. Nice little branch line. You can do a service from Dresden to Grossenhain. And also, I think, Coswig to Grossenhain, that's the other one. Here we are. So 60 across here. And this is Bristowitz. As we slowly make our way towards Dresden, in the big city. Look at that, perfect stop. And after this we've got Niederruhr? Is that the one where you've got the sort of level crossing? Yeah, I think it is. It's an island platform, I think. Or is that Wiesbaden? One of them. I know they're all sort of fairly a long distance from each other. Still on time. And it is, yeah, 9 kilometres to the next stop. So they're fairly long distance from one another. Let's go. Also, Mr. Adams. It's going to be good. And 60 going back across these points, and should be back up to 120 once we join back up. There we go. See that? There's a 60 on the signal again. And that's just for going across these points here. And should be straight back up to line speed. Which is 120. Right, let's go back up to 120. We haven't got any restrictions on us, so let's get going. Making our way. I think it even goes up to 140 along here somewhere. I think that's a bit further up though. We've got a freight service coming along. What's that, 185 on the front? Yeah, 185. Rail Leon one from main Spessart Bahn. As you get the 185 from Rusty Nord, and then you get the Rail Leon, it's just a different livery on main Spessart Bahn. There you go, just coast it. Yeah, farewell to the next stop. Yeah, should be able to see the far. I should be able to get a glimpse of the fast line at points along today's journey. Fast line's just over there. That's sort of on the other side of. That's on the side of the valley. Cool. Yeah, it's up over there. We've got 15 people in, so thanks all for coming up. So I know it's going to be fairly quiet as it is that time of day. Hello Sebastian, how are you? I haven't seen any 140 speedboard. Could be, we'll keep it at 120 for now. Shouldn't be too far to the next stop now. It's lucky the brakes are fairly good on the Talent 2, so even if you do see it last moment, you should be able to slam the brakes on. Wouldn't be nice for the passengers, but if you have to, you know, you have to. Curling right round here. Look at this. Going right round. Got all the cows down there. Yeah, it's a fairly scenic route, this one. Hey Sharma, how are you? Good morning. Still continuing round. Good to hear, Sebastian. No, it can't be that far, can it now? Well, I know it's not going to cut in the station. We're going right around, aren't we? Wow. Look at this. Yeah, we sort of follow the valley along. Then the fast line sort of mirrors what we do. There you go, gone all the way around there. And should very shortly be into the next station. Hello Preston, I'm all good, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, this is the village here, isn't it? Coming up. So yeah, when it comes to speed, station on here, I'm not as good HUDless on this route, although I thought we'd give it a go. See how we get on. So I can do the fast lines HUDless, but not the, yeah, the station is coming up, not the slow ones. But if you come around here, then into it. Yeah, it's nice. Just taking it, being careful, being careful. See that? Can't be that far. Can't be that far. This is the Talent 2, Preston. Yeah, Talent 2, or the DBBR 442. Here's the station, and it is the one with the island platform. Quite a nice station, this one, especially at night time. It's sort of got the old lamps, so you sort of got the orangey lighting. One in TOC. Here, Niederor, however you say it. See that? Whacking the brakes on. Near enough to the end of the platform, you can see the stop marker there. The halt. All the bets I bet we're going to be running late. Are we on time? We're on time. Bang on time. Nice. Even though we're driving a little bit carefully, it's one bowler next, which I think is... I think it's just round... I don't think it's far, this one. 2-3 kilometres. What are the streams today? Well, this, Flight Sim, and, well, I don't know what we'll be doing later. Something. I know that. You got the skeletons there. Right, let's get going. Yeah, 1.8 kilometres. It's only a small little station. Let's go. And then once we get to Coswig, the fast lines that, well, just after Coswig, the fast lines come back, join back, and we'll be for the final sort of sprint into Dresden. Look at that. Out the containers on. And we're off. I think it actually was 140 back there, although I didn't see any speedboards, and we were still on time, so it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, just round this corner. There's the other train there, and there's the station. Not far. And we have got a yellow as well. That makes things scary. And I think it's also a HL signal, which when it comes to HL signals, I'm not great. I think it's like speed indicators. I think one means, I don't know, go below 60 or something like that. Yeah, so HL signals aren't my strong point. If I see yellow, it just means slow down. Yeah, Sifa, don't worry. So I'm guessing we might have a train coming down the Meissen branch. Yeah, me too, Tia. So, well, not really a while. We did it on Train Simulator, but yeah, a little while since we did it on Train Sim World. There goes the other one. It's a nice route. Busy and gives that rush hour feel, especially once you get into Dresden. You've got trains here, there and everywhere. Get the door shut. There we go, and it's Coswig next in 4.3 kilometres. It's now green, that signal as well. So we can't go above 45 at the moment. Well, I'm pretty certain when the 85s flash in, you can go up to 85. It's just 45 on there, so... Or possibly once we get past this signal, it will clear. Not just yet. Okay, well, we'll stay at 45. Yeah, it says that V Uber washing 45. Well, I'm pretty certain when it's flashing, you can go up to 85. So not too sure. Yeah, can we try and get up to 15 likes? No, we'll just be on the safe side. Actually, hang on. There you go. Now we can go up to 85. Just had to release PZB monitoring as the magnet went away. Now it's up to 85 as it's flashing. So it's still looking at it, it's still watching us, PZB. So what's he doing? So we can't go above 85, I don't think. See, PZB is a game changer. If you know your PZB, German routes all of a sudden become the best routes. It's great. Right, it's not flashing anymore, so we can go above 85. Got a warning for a 100. So we'll just go up to 100 and leave it at that. That's all good, Preston. Well, I suppose try to enjoy it. But thanks for coming in. And see you at a later date. Going at 99 at the moment. So in a second we should see the Meissen branch join up, which was a later addition to Riesa Dresden. It came, I think, a month or two after the route actually released. So practically an extension. Obviously, if you buy the route now, it's already there. But I suppose it does sort of mean extensions are possible. But yeah, the Meissen branch is stunning. Probably the most scenic part of this route. Because we're getting too far off now. Yeah, BritishAce, that's going to be the one where it'll be like, whereabouts is that? We'll find it though. We'll find it. I think it even brings you down for it actually, so should be alright. Hello, John. In fact, yeah, I think BritishAce, you always get stuck at a red light there for a few minutes. So, should be all good. Yeah, coming into Coswig. Hello, Para, how are you? This is Coswig. Which is a fairly busy station. I think you get the S1 services coming up through here. Well, they would come up through here, I think, to... well, they do to get to Meissen. Yeah, Seafair. Hey, Bert, this is Coswig. On our Dresden day trip. Nice. Arrived on time as well. Nice. And BritishAce next. Then Dresden Neustadt, and then Dresden Mitte, and then Dresden Hauptbahnhof. And I believe Dresden Mitte is the one just after Neustadt, just across the bridge. Now you've got like a really long named one after that. Like Flügel or something. Let's get the door shut. Right, BritishAce in 7.5 kilometres. Let's get going. Although I think there will be a red to bring us down, so. Not really awake yet. Fair enough, Para. Me neither. Yeah, I'm all good. But after this, we'll be on to flight sim, Para, if you want to come on. I'm thinking maybe Aer Lingus from Ireland to Gatwick or something. I don't know if that would be realistic. Maybe do that. It's 100, isn't it? So we go up to that. There you go. Get the tempomat on, which the tempomat is the cruise control on the Talent 2, so not the AFB. You're going to get the AFB on this. Slightly different. Well, almost it's easier on this. I better the tempomat. And this is something I think Radar begins with a K. Can't remember. Yeah, sounds good, Para. Oh yeah, there's no updates. Yeah, I think this one begins with a K. Well, Radar Koningsdorf? Koningsberg? Oh no, completely wrong. That begins with a Z. There's a freight service. Yeah, I'm not the best with this route when it comes to the... I know where the stations are, just the names are a bit more confusing. Awesome, Jody. It's lovely, the East Coast way, isn't it? Especially on a day like today, sunny outside, getting on the coastway, down in the coast. It's lovely. This is not Radar Oster, is it? Let's hope it isn't. No, this one isn't. That will be 9.4 kilometres. I think Radar Oster is the bigger one, with the narrow gauge track next to it. That's the one we're getting with a K, I think. It's actually, I think, a bit quicker along here. I think it's about 140. Well, as we're being a bit more careful, we'll keep it out this. And in fact, I think there is a red light just south of Radar Ost, as we have to go onto the fast track, which usually you have to wait for something. So there's not too much point speeding up too much. It's not this one. Hey, awesome, John. There's an S-Bahn service, an S-Bahner. Hello, Double G. You haven't played HSC since the update. Have you noticed any changes? Gameplay-wise, not really. It's just minor changes. It's like, you know, being able to get that collectible, couple fixes to scenarios, so nothing too major. Oh, is that a 155 coming along? Yeah, I think it is a 155. I do like the 155. It's a nice loco to drive. However sort of hard it may be, it is nice to drive. Right, this is Ost coming up now, I believe. So get ready to come down. And yes, I believe we have got the yellow. So like I said, we all have a red at the end of the platform. Well, just after the end of the platform. You got the narrow gauge railway there. There's so many narrow gauge railways in Germany. You've got one on here, and then you've got one on Dresden Chemnitz, and then you had one on train sim on the Bahnstrecke, Dresden to Leipzig, slightly further up. I'm guessing they're sort of heritage railways, aren't they? You've not tried the 155, it's nice. Tough. It's alright. Are we at Radar Ost? On time again. But this is sort of the busy section of the route, so you'll probably see many more trains now. making their way down. In fact, we got to wait for one. Which I might as well move forward as there is a signal block. So. Yeah, I'll move forward just a tad. Dresden, you start next. Can't go very quick here. So what are we waiting for? I think we're waiting for a southbound service. What are we saying, an ICE or an IC? Or maybe even a freight service? What do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be an IC service. So one with a 101 on the front. That's what we got to wait for. You got the 1000 hertz, no, not the 500 hertz magnet. So we can't go above 25 now. If we go above 25, it will scream and shout at us, and it will be annoying. So whatever you do, do not go above 25. So I think you can pass the 500. You can pass over a 500 hertz at 65 kilometers an hour, although you have to be down to 25 before the signal. So there's not really much point going over at 65. I think we got one coming up and we got one going down. So you can see the signal over there is green. Is that one going to come across? Yeah, that one's coming across. So that's one we're waiting for. But then I'm probably saying there'll be another one. Because that's green there. There's the dust though. Yeah, I think there will be another train somewhere. Oh, there it is. That's 187 with a freight service. No, that's what we're waiting for then. That's got to get a little bit ahead, and we can get going. Well, that should be out of our way fairly quick anyway, as it's not stopping anywhere. Come on, red. Surprised these trains don't really have an equivalent of a DRA. Or is there? Don't know. That should go to yellow in a second. When it says another one coming up, which is a possibility. It is Dresden. So it's a very busy route. In fact, that is a very big possibility. Maybe there is another train coming up. What do you think? Do you think there's another train coming up? It's not gone yellow yet. So, I mean, that could be. Actually, in fact, the way it hasn't gone yellow yet, quite possibly. I reckon maybe this will be a 101. We wait. But yeah, thanks to all for coming in. We've got 17 people in. Can we try and get up to 20 likes? Yeah, just waiting for a few trains around Dresden area. In fact, let's quickly request permission from the signaller. Which we will... It would go yellow or green if it was allowed. No, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, we are waiting for something else. What are we saying? What's it going to be? Freight, passenger, or express? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. No, it's an ice free. Ah, CPAR, that's the one I'll probably be using, so I'll update that. And it should be cleared after this. Look at that. There you go. Hello, Slovak. And we got a 50 across these points. That magnet should go away. Goodbye, magnet. There we go. Right, let's go up to 50. So it should be pretty much clear all the way into Dresden now. That should be up to 160 once we're onto these lines over here. Ah, sea power. That seems to get constant updates, that one. What for? Yeah, it should be up to 160. So, let's get going. Up to 160, it's up to 100 miles an hour. Which it won't be 100 for long. There's a freight service there with the skeletons on the back. It's weird seeing that without any containers on. I'm guessing that's the end for Neustadt. I acknowledge anything yellow, just in case. It won't be long until we have to start coming down anyway, so there's not too much point speeding up. But you might as well, just for a little bit. Hello Daniel, how are you? Hope you're all well. Should see a warning board fairly soon. I'm going to start to pop that back now on the brakes. There's a warning board there for an 80, which if you're going 160 and you've got a straight 80, we're not hard to bring it down, but it's going to be very close. So you probably want to start bringing it down beforehand for a more gentle passenger experience. Fair enough, Daniel. Yeah, I'm all good. Nice, Miss Adams. Well, the skeleton ones. But you're up into Neustadt. I'm going to keep ourselves. There's not really much point releasing ourselves from PZB monitoring at this point, as I mean it's 80 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So you might as well just keep yourself monitored. I mean, eventually it will just go off anyway, so. Then you got like Dresden Bischofplatz here, that station now on the left. Oh, awesome, Mr. Adams. There you go, see, now it's just done it manually, or automatically, I mean. Hey Amanda, how are you? Gonna get the tempomat off. Tempomat's now off as we come into Dresden Neustadt. And yeah, hopefully the audio's all good. Didn't actually check that at the start. Love the sound of the talent too. We're stuck within the station canopy. We're not a long train, so we don't need to go all the way to the end. So we shall stop at this stop marker. Hey, there's Pivers as well. How you doing, Pivers? The DB livery on this does it really nice though, doesn't it? With the red going all the way down, the white line. Suits it really well. It's a very good looking livery. What is the... It's like a lava red, isn't it? Lava red? Don't know how you would describe that colour of red. Or shade, or whatever they call it. Lava red? Or magma red? Don't know what it would be. Let's get the door shut. Dresden mid-air next. Yeah, good to see Pivers, I'm all good. How's the merchants getting on? I'm guessing that would be today. Lovely, Ron. Must have been great though, mustn't it, when the Concorde did do one of its sonic booms. Obviously, as long as you didn't live near the area and the windows broke, must have been quite a sight. Fire truck red. So it's 80 here, isn't it? Oh, fair enough, Pivers. Where are you based this weekend then? That's quite early building up, isn't it? Well, I suppose probably is a fair bit to do, isn't there? Actually, I suppose, yeah, Thursday night, isn't it? That's usually the first one. I was thinking Saturday for some reason. And Dresden mid-air is just here. Looks like we're holding up that freight train there. And you can actually go the other side of Dresden. You can go to Chemnitz, which is on the Dresden to Chemnitz route, or the Farrander Rampe route, which is also on Trainsim World 2. Which yeah, takes you another sort of hour or so along to Chemnitz. Sutton, I see. I thought Sutton was a nice place. There goes that train. We got Sutton yesterday evening after pulling with all the loads during the day yesterday. Lovely. A bit of construction over there. Still on time. I don't know actually how we have stuck to being on time. It's great for once being on time on this route. Usually we're like 5 minutes late. Get the doors shut. And the next stop is Dresden Hauptbahnhof. As you can see, it's not very far. And yeah, straight after this we'll be over to Flight Sim. And I think we'll fly probably some Aer Lingus from Ireland over to the UK. I said it released, then acknowledged there. We've got an 85 on there. That was a yellow back there, was it? No. For some reason I thought that was a yellow we had back there. Yeah, it could do, Ron. The Aer Lingus flying to Gatwick realistically. Just taking it slow. Yes. We've got a 60 on there, so it should be alright. Although we have got a flashing green, which means prepare for a speed. A drop in the speed, which I guess would be for the 60. Well, in fact, we got a warning for a 40 on that one. Gonna get the temper mat on as we come into Dresden. Oh, blimey. What, have others left then, or what does they probably have left? It'll only be an hour on, so I mean you probably could do that in an hour, but I don't know how you'd set it all up and shut it down again, and I'd probably screw up somehow. Here we go, coming into Dresden Hauptbahnhof, into one of the terminating platforms down below. That was quite a nice run, that was. Yeah, Bristol had quite a nice approach into it. Quite a nice airport. Here we are. It'd be quite cool if you did see the 612 as just background AI knocking about as if. So it's really quiet here. What is going on? That's also name from the boys. And what on earth is going on? It's really quiet. I mean, this is a rush hour route. I suppose we probably call it out. Well, I suppose it's 11:37, isn't it? So probably not going to be too busy. It's sort of past rush hour. But yeah, sometimes you can catch it and all the platforms are full up. So we must have just caught it at a very quiet time. There we go, we did it, we made it. Obviously you do stop a little bit from the buffers as well. You can't really see them, so it'd be a bit dangerous to go any more forward. But yeah, that is going to be it, everyone, for today's Train Sim World 2 live stream. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal, and to the merch store if you do want to help support the channel. I'll be back in about 20 minutes time with some Microsoft Flight Simulator. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. See you all, take care, bye guys.